Welcome back. Today we will going to discuss about the whip antenna. This is the new type of the antenna and its application. A whip antenna is an antenna consisting of a single straight flexible wire or rod, and the bottom end of the whip is connected to the radio receiver or the transmitter. They are designed to be flexible so that they won't break off. And the name is derived from their whip-like motion when disturbed. The whip-like motion, here to show the whip-like motion. The design goes back to the 1980s when the Marconi set out to prove the radio signals could travel along the long distance and to achieve the goal. And he had the straight long wire above the ground, and due to the low frequencies, thus the long wavelength the wire had to be long. And he also found that the wire worked better when it was high above the ground. Means basically the researcher Marconi is able to develop this whip type of the antenna. Then on the schematic representation, the schematic representation is to show that the whip type of the antenna and its construction. Basically one of the four wavelengths it will be connected to the ground or the basement. Then which is called as the phasing coil. There are the two phasing coils which is freely move in the air and having in between the space having the wavelength is 5 by 8 lambda 5 by 8 lambda, and it is recommended to use the antenna of the fiberglass construction for extensive off-road use. Then its length, the length of the antenna rod is determined by the wavelength of the radio used, and the most commonly the length is approximately lambda by 4. Basically in the construction of the whip type of the antenna consisting of the loading coil or inductor is often to add in series which looks like the helix and distributes in the inductance along the antenna length, and it improves the radiation pattern to make the antenna more flexible. The gain and the radiation resistance. If the mounted above the perfect ground plane or the quarter wave, whip has the gain twice that of the half wave dipole, and the radiation resistance is basically 36.8 ohm. The whip is mounted on the vehicle use, means basic vehicle use the metal skin of the vehicle as the ground plane, means it is used for the communication between the two vehicles or satellite communication between the vehicle towards the satellite, and satellite signal is moving towards the receiving station. It is the handheld device. No explicit ground plane is provided, and the ground side of the antenna is a feed line is just connected to the ground on the device circuit board. Here is the radiation pattern, and from that radiation pattern the short whip antenna having the frequencies given 433.92 megahertz. This is for side view, and on the top view having its frequencies 433.92 megahertz, and this is the top view, and here is the for side view of the radiation pattern. Then what is the feature of this type of the antenna? That is the whip style antenna provide the exceptional performance and the stability. The straight whip has to be a wide bandwidth, and it is easily designed and integrated. A whip can also be made by cutting a piece of the wire or rod to the appropriate length. Then application, where to use it. Here basically the whip type of the antenna is used. It can be used in the high frequency having the frequency range is 3 to 30 megahertz, and ultra high frequency having the frequency range is 450 to 806 megahertz band. Cell phone, cordless phone, walkie-talkies, FM radio, boom boxes, Wi-Fi, and the GPS receiver. This is the application of the whip type of the antenna. Thank you very much. I hope that would you like to this video. If any comment, any doubt, please you write now on my comment page, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.